Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be making another filler. The Ashoke I'm using for this video is not the one on the thumbnail. I didn't take picture of this one before I gave it to the owner after making it. So first thing is the diagonal measurement 9 inches. I'm going to mark 9 inches there, and then onward will be 13 inches along the edges, both up and down. 13 inches. So I'm going to be cutting 3 pieces of this. Now sometimes your ashoke may not be wide. The ashoke are different sizes or different grades, as you may know, or as you notice in the market. So this one now is wide enough. That's why I'm using 3 pieces. So if your ashoke is not wide enough, instead of that 9 inches diagonal, you can make it 7 inches, and then you cut 11 inches instead of this 13 inches. You measure 11 inches, 4 pieces of it. By the time you finish joining the 4 pieces, you will get enough length for any head size. I hope you understand. But the ashoke has to be long. That slim one has to be long for it to go round, for it to make 4 pieces and still make the crown afterward. So now I'm going to be rolling my lines, and then after this I'm going to cut all 3 pieces out, and whatever is left is what I will use for the crown. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for the 3,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Even though it's been a while I posted, thank you so much. Thank you. And if you're yet to subscribe, please don't forget to do so before you leave. Like this video, share it with family and friends. I made the first kind of this video sometime last year. And since then I've gotten quite a number of customers from it. I've done bulk orders for Asoebi and stuff. So this is a very good skill to have. This is something that you can monetize. You can be making caps for Asoebi men, and even for just regular everyday people that want to have a cap, you know. So moving on, this is the rest of the fabric, and I'm trying to divide it now to make the crown. So I'm going to divide it into two. You remember there's one part of it that has a diagonal shape. So I want to try and make them wide, make it wide enough. So I'm going to join the 2 pieces together for the crown. I hope you understand what I mean by the crown. That's the top of the cap, not the circumference. So that is going to be the crown. I'm going to join all these pieces together. I'll join the three. The three of them, I'll be joining them like this. You see the way I picked them? I'll sew that way. Pick this next one. So in order not to be confused, you can just lay them down like this so that you join them correctly. I hope that is clear. So now I've joined all 3 pieces, and I'm going to open the place where I joined them and then iron it. So if you don't have light, like I didn't when I was making this cap, you can use something to just open up that part of the ashoke, the joint part. I sometimes I use ruler, sometimes I use scissors to just flatten it, manually. And for the next part, you join the two ends of the ashoke like this, the same way you did for the 3 parts. So after joining it, now you have a complete cycle. So there's no opening on the sides, just on the up and the down part. Now you are now going to open it. So when you slit this open, it will now be straight. It will no longer be looking diagonal, but you have a diagonal design, like slanty design. I hope you understand. And if you measure this now, you will have between 25 and 26 inches. I hope you can see. Mine is 13 inches there, so that's 26 inches. And the highest or biggest head size measurement I've done so far is 25 inches. That's the biggest head size. I've not seen anybody with more than 25 inches. So next thing is to cut the stay. You use the hard stay or you use the original one. I use the original stay. So I have measured the person I'm making this cap for, his head is not up to 26. That's why my stay is not reaching both ends. You understand? So I've marked lines on my gum stay that I'm going to be stitching on. So my stitch will run from the left to the right, starting from the tip of the ashoke, not from where the stay begins. I hope what I'm saying is clear. So because there's no light, that's why you see me pinning it down. So whether there's light or not, that does not stop me from doing my work. So when I finish sewing, and then I can now be waiting for light. You understand? I can press it down and wait for light. So all the parts of the ashoke that I have joined, I've used my ruler or scissors to open them, because you need to open it for it to be flat. You understand? If there was light, I would have ironed them to be flat. But in the absence of light, I used my ruler or scissors. So now I'm going to show you how to go about the stitching. I'm going to stitch quarter of an inch along that place I'm showing you now. You see the way I folded the ashoke over the gum stay. I'm going to stitch from either the left to the right or from the right to the left from the beginning of the ashoke. I hope you understand. I have done that now, and I've also gone ahead to sew on all the stitches, all the lines that I drew on the gum stay. I've done all the stitches. If you look closely, you'll notice it. So now I have my now I'm going to place the right side on my lining on top of the right side of the ashoke like this, and I'm going to sew from one end to the other. Afterward, I'm going to top stitch on the wrong side of the ashoke together with the lining. I hope you understand. That's on that side I am pointing at. I'm going to sew on that side all the way to the other side. It's just to make um the right side flat when you turn it inside out later. So at this point, you can iron it the way I am using my finger to. You know the way I'm holding it now. You can use iron to hold it. It's because there's no light now, so I'm not doing that step. But if there was light, I would have ironed it that way. You know, it's usually more comfortable to sew or to make this cap with light. Every step of it, you'll be ironing to make it very flat and balanced. But in the absence of light, I also do it, and it comes out just as good as when you do it with the light. So now I folded the cap in two. Let's say I folded it in two. It's not yet a cap, and I'm taking measurements. So my measurements are going to be half. So the head measurement of this person, the head circumference of this person is 23 inches, and so I will be using 11 and half. I hope you understand. 11 inches times 2 is 22. The half inches times 2 is 1, so that makes it 23 inches. So you should also know how to divide. Some people have head measurements of 22.7, 22.5. So you should be able to divide that into. If you cannot do it from head, you should use your calculator. Use your calculator to divide so you know exactly what you're supposed to measure. And then mark in different places, both on the ashoke and on the lining, so that you can have a straight line like this. So I like to draw my line first before I sew, because I want it to be as perfect as possible, as an it should fit the person's head correctly, not too big and not too small. Because if it's too small, it will be tight, and if it's too big, it will be pulling out easily or falling off. So at this point, I have done the stitch along that measurement line that I drew, and now I'm going to open this excess part of it. So here you can iron it, but same thing, as I don't have an iron, that's why I'm using my ruler now to flatten it. So you see the way I'm doing it. I'm going to do that multiple times so that that place is flat. It's flat enough for me to proceed. So if you have iron that you can use it to press it down, and then you can now turn it inside out like this. So you, when you have opened the lining and you have opened the Asooke, they should meet at the same place after turning it inside out. At this point, you should like this video and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. So now that I've turned it, I'm going to do a stitch. So my stitch is going to be on the same stitch that is already there. The existing stitch that I did when I was placing the gum stay, I'm going to do a stitch on top of it so it doesn't become double. So it doesn't become two different stitches. It will be like one stitch, but it will be looking thicker. I hope you'd understand. So I've done that, and I've also done the stitch on the upper part. That's joining the Ashoke to the lining. Now I'm going to trim off the excess lining. So and now everything is in place. Nothing is sagging. Nothing is flying around. Everything is just equal and in sync. So I'm going to trim this off and then move to the crown. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video. So now to the crown, I've already joined the two parts that I mentioned earlier in the video, and I've already drawn a circle. So I have something that I used to draw a circle on my ashoke or lining, as the case may be, and that's it's a plate. The diameter is 9 inches, and that 9 inches can cover for any head circumference. So I've done the same for the lining and the ashoke, and I'm going to place it on the wrong side of the ashoke is facing the wrong side of the lining. Then I'll top stitch to hold them together, and then I'll place on the circumference of the cap. Then after joining the crown with the circumference, this is what it looks like. You can see the excesses around it. So I'm going to weave this, and then I'm going to iron it before delivering to the customer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for all my existing subscribers. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos. I see the comments, I see the likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate. So this cap, I do not have a picture of it after making it. So I'm going to show you picture of another cap that I've done. A single cap for someone. So when you're ironing, please make sure you press it well. You iron the crown very well. Bring out the edges of the crown, and then you iron it on the circumference as well. Iron around the circumference, both the right and the wrong, and the right and the left side. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video. God bless you.